What's up, guys? Motoagogo here. I can't even say my own name right to begin this YouTube video, but what's up, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. It's been a year, believe it or not. I officially started MX Simulator May, I think it was 16th of last year, and I know I'm just over a year or whatever, but I thought it was time for me to go ahead and chat with everybody as I watch this playback of me trying my best. I think it's like session 2 or 3 at Thunder Valley. This track is eating me alive on the 125. I'm trying to make it in. I've decided that since, and this is going to go more into the video as we talk about it, but since I don't feel up to par with a lot of the racing and everything else, I'd rather just have fun on a bike that I enjoy in the game. So I've gone back to the 125, which I promised at the beginning of the motocross, and I know half of you would be like, yay, Moto, good to see you go back to the 125, awesome, rip it, have fun. Another half of you is going to be like, well, that can't compete, and you're not going to have a good time with it, and that's the fun, valid reason why this video is coming up. So, it's been a year, and like I said, I've loved the year. Off and on, see me going down there. That was a horrible crash. It's been an off and on year, and I made it the best of ways off and on in the way that I've enjoyed a lot of the time I've had in the game. Off and on by the amount of time I've had in the game versus the amount of time I've played the game and had a chance to advance has been really double-edged. There is a lot of time that I've spent watching people be really good at the game, and me now, especially with the time, right into the hay bales, trying to figure out how to get faster, how to learn the edges, how to scrub, how to get any quicker than I have, and I don't know, like, it's kind of a bittersweet feeling right now after a year. And don't get me wrong, I love the game. I mean, JLV, all that RF does, all that everybody does, it's an amazing game. I mean, it's well worth the $43 for anybody on the fence that watches my videos after Reflex or just anything else, or just, hey, if you found me here cool and you've been wondering about the game, here's a, you know, like I said, just kind of a year in review for me in the game. Here's the thing, I would absolutely recommend the game to anybody, and for anybody that doesn't know, and for a lot of you that have known me for a while, this is a recurring story, but hey, you know, here we go. But a while ago, I used to play Reflex for quite a while. That was my motocross game outside of real life riding, racing, whatever you want to call it, either way, and I found Reflex, had a lot of fun with it. And I always felt like you get to a point that you're so fast. Not a lot of guys, I'm not saying I was the fastest guy out there by any means. We had a couple of guys which still play Sim now, especially like Corby, Johnny, Triptez, Eric got decently quick before he switched over, and a lot of other people that would really hold a candle. But I got to a point in Reflex after all the years of console, including Alive and a lot of games like that, where I hit this wall, like, you get so fast, but you can't really go faster. What else is there out there? And my Reflex started to crash on me on PC for whatever reason after making tracks. And for anybody that doesn't know, I actually made quite a few Reflex tracks. Look me up on Reflex Central, just type in Motoagogo and I'll show up, like Atlanta 1 or Thailand or Qatar or any of those tracks I made years prior. And I was looking for something new, and MXGP was fun, but it didn't fill that gap. And then, of course, we had a live that was fun. I did a couple of MXOnlineTournament.com's event. And for any of you guys out there that know that, you'll definitely don't go to it now. It's a porn site. Apparently, somebody hacked the site and made it a porn site. But I had a lot of fun racing on that for quite a while. It was a good time. Met a couple of guys, especially like even Dio. I got to know through Verb Moto, 30 years and stuff like that. And then MX Simulator kind of came just about a year and a half ago. My friend of mine was like, hey, check it out. You know, I played the demo a long time ago only on keyboard, sorry. And I didn't even know controller was possible. And I was like, this game has potential, but I'll give it a try later, you know. I'm not feeling it yet. I still was playing Alive, and, you know, by then, of course, Supercross Now has come out, which I don't even want to talk about. So, going more into Supercross, or Simulator, sorry, get away from Supercross into Simulator. Believe it or not, I started playing, like I said, late March, early May. And out of nowhere, a buddy of mine, Grant Dawson, which you've heard in my streams a couple of times, he was like, hey, by the way, they do this really cool pro commentary simulator thing that I think could be good out for amateurs. Do you want to go for it? I was like, hey, sure, why not? Let's go for it. And in the course of that time, let's just say in the first 6 months, I gained 1,000 followers through Twitch because of mostly Sim, and that was huge to me. Like, imagine a lot of you guys out there in the Sim or Twitch community that, you know, your first that wheelie there though, freaking A, that's beautiful. But any of you guys that have gone through the Twitch thing, like your first year, you would hope to get 400, you would hope to get 350, you would hope anything like that, and then hitting 1,000 your first year was huge. That was massive to me, and I have to thank a lot of you guys out there that are watching this right now, all the guys in the Sim community, even Sawyer Systems, fucking Dio, Yellow, S2K, like all the guys in Reflex that helped push my channel to make it what it became was amazing. And then in the next 6 months to now 9 months, oh god, going through what I have, I've now hit 850 in the last 9 months compared to 1,000 in the first 6 months. So I'm definitely behind the numbers I had. Not sure. This is probably me texting out how mad I am about crashing again. But that brings back up now, with that, it's like I'm saying, like, I had a lot of fun, and I know bringing up streaming is stupid to go with, and this is part of the argument I guess I have to bring in, which is why I'm bringing up streaming, that, wow, trying to get going and just not being able to. You hit a wall in anything you do with stream-wise if you're a solid streamer. Like, whether you play Call of Duty, whether you play Counter-Strike, whether you play anything else, you're going to hit this odd wall where even progression takes a hit from it, too, where I'm letting the guy by. I definitely had a bad laugh there. Where you really just don't feel up to par anymore, or you just don't have the aspiration that you used to have. And like I said, with the very beginning, going back to last year, I started out commentating more than I started playing, and that was a weird transition because even though I was streaming AMs, I was nowhere close to AM speed, you know what I mean? Like, say you ran a 120 for any reason, I'm just giving a random number at this, say you ran a 120, I'd ran probably 240, you know what I mean? I was double the times at the time, but I had fun with it. I loved commentating. I was a Ralph Shaheen of anything MX Simulator at the time, and you know, I wasn't around for Supercross. I was only around for Motocross when it first came out, so that was a big deal, and I had a lot of fun with it. But now it's hit that point that I've had enough time in the game, and nothing against RF. Like, I'm not blaming RF at all. I'm blaming myself for signing up for it. Trust me, it sounds like such a pity party. It's weird to continue through this video without really sounding one side or another, but I kind of shot myself in the foot for commentating and streaming AMs this year, where I've yet to ever have an AM season under my belt and really have a chance to have a season period of the game. And now I'm commentating all of AMs and hosting and everything, where I have no chance at all to stream AMs, even if I bring in a co-commentator. And we've talked about this with multiple people. There's reasons why, but it's not going to work out for me to have somebody else fill in, even if I do 250, they fill in 450, whatever else. It's just, there's a lot of parameters to it. So, coming back to my year in Sim, as you're watching as I go across a white flag right now, I'm trying to keep this video fairly short, even though it's going to be about 10-15 minutes. I love being here with you guys. I'll say that right now. I really do appreciate all the support, all the love I've gotten from all you guys at RF. I'm happy to be the main AM commentator. I'm happy to be Monster Energy Cup guy. I'm happy to have done Red Bull, Street Rhythm, and everything else. Yet, to be honest with you, I miss racing. I miss having a chance to actually go out there and have any real training to have a chance. Because right now in Pro, I'm not going to make it. You saw my Consi round 1. I went 12th, I think, with top 40 to get in. Cool. I raced open on round 1. I got 6th, I think, out of 12, which, whatever, most people left, and I did okay. And then round 2 open, I rage quit dead last. I just had nothing out there. And now you see me on the 125, which I'm just going to have fun. If I make it open and I feel like I'm going to go do well, or, you know, I'm going to go for it or not, is that weekend. But here I have to say this, that I think at the end of RF this year, I might have to take a break and really actually just put some time into the game. Or sadly, it's going to become another Reflex where I just don't have fun with the game anymore because I'm putting so much time into doing stuff to make sure that, you know, the game survives, and I really hope the game survives. I want it to. I love Sim, and I think it's a great thing. GLV has done a great job. All of RF, Checkers, now versus-pc.com, really filling in, being a sponsor of mine too. And I'm going to still do Sim no matter what, whether it's me playing, streaming, no matter what. It's something is going to happen, but it's at that point now where I hate to say I've been bled dry of trying to make it into a series that I can't, and it really sucks. And the worst part is there's a lot of friends of mine like Triptez, Eric, I hate to throw people out there, Heckman, a lot of guys out there that I'm now oddly looking up to because I can't even hold a candle to their speed now, and I'm just trying to make it through. But either way, this is my bittersweet 1 year thank you of MX Simulator, and I know a lot of you guys are going to take this with the worst side of it, but at the same time look at it as possible future of something different in the coming months. I love you all. Thank you again. Over 1,000 followers on Twitch, over 1,000 subs on YouTube. You guys are amazing. I love you all. Thank you again. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.